Good morning to you all. I hope you are well. And first of all, congratulations to you all for the result. The result has been announced. Now officially you are in class 12th. So let me talk about the chemistry. We have started the classes right from 2nd April. But so many students have joined yesterday in the group. So therefore let me recapitalize the things for them also. It will be your revision. Those who have already done. So first of all, we'll talk about the syllabus of chemistry. This year, chemistry have again reintroduced solid state as well as your group 15 in P block elements, which was not in last year. As far as the books are concerned, you can download the book from ncrt.nic.in if you don't have. You can also download the chapter if you don't want to download the book. So chapter of each and every subject you can download there. So the syllabus for this year, that is solid state solution, electrochemistry, chemical kinetics, surface chemistry. This is comprised of your physical chemistry. This all will come 23 marks from chapter 6 to chapter 9, that is up to coordination compounds. These are the chapters of inorganic chemistry that will come in the final exam of 19 marks from chapter 10 to chapter 16, that is coordination compounds, halolikenes and halorenes, alcohol, phenol and ethers, aldehyde, ketones and carbonic acids, amines, biomolecule, polymers, and chemistry in everyday life. This all comprise of your 28 marks. So total theory paper that will be of 70 marks and practical comprise of 30 marks. So first of all, let me talk about your solid state. The solid state, as I already stated to you, you can download this chapter from ncrt.nic.in. It will look like this. Page 1, page 2, page 3. The same things are there in the printed books. It may be your previous year books or it may be your new books. So first of all we'll talk about your solid state, which is the chapter that you have already studied in lower classes. Let me just little bit see that what we will study in this chapter. This chapter comprises of so many things, so many new things also. We'll study the general characteristics of solid state, which you have already studied in previous classes, particularly 9th class. The distinguish between amorphous and crystalline solids. We'll also study the classification of crystalline solids on the basis of nature of binding forces. We'll also define the crystal lattice and unit cell. We'll explain the closed packing of particles. In this chapter also we'll describe the different types of voids and closed pack structures. We'll also study the packing efficiency and the calculation of packing efficiency in different types of cubic unit cells. The correlation of the density of a substance with its unit cell properties. We'll also describe the imperfections in solids and their effects on properties. We will also correlate the electrical and magnetic properties of solids and their structure. So this is all about this chapter. These things we will study in this chapter. So first, solid state. When we talk about the general characteristics, which you have already studied in 9th class, we know very well that they have a definite mass, volume and shape. Solids are that substances which have definite mass. इनका definite mass होता है, volume होता है और shape होती है. I think this we have already studied. The intermolecular distances are short. Whatever the constituent particles are there in the solids, between the constituent particles, the intermolecular distances between that particles, they are short as comparison to liquid and gases. Intermolecular forces of interactions, they are very strong because the distances are short. Therefore, the intermolecular forces of attractions or interactions, they are very strong as comparison to liquid and gases. Their constituent particles, अब particles आपके एटम भी हो सकते हैं, मॉलिक्यूल भी हो सकते हैं और आयन भी हो सकते हैं. They have fixed positions and can oscillate about their mean position. And due to all these properties, they are incompressible. वो incompressible होते हैं, उनको compress नहीं कर सकते and are rigid. So these are about the general characteristics जो हम छोटी क्लासेस से पढ़ते आ रहे हैं, जो हमने पहले पढ़ लिया है. This is just the recapitulation of the things which we have already studied. Next, classification of solids. इसके बारे में हमें थोड़ा सा आइडिया है कि solids can be classified into crystalline and amorphous. अब हमने छोटी क्लास में एक आइडिया लिया था कि crystalline solids means which have a long range order, perfect order, और amorphous means which have short range order. हमने थोड़ा सा आइडिया लिया था और कि जो क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड्स हैं, when they cut with sharp edged tool, जब उनको sharp edged tool से कट करते हैं तो उनके जो surfaces हैं they get plane, we got the plane surfaces. जबकि amorphous में जो surfaces आते हैं वो irregular आते हैं. For example, quartz आपका है तो it have the long range order, so that's why it is crystalline. Whereas your quartz glass, rubber, plastic, etc., they are amorphous. So the important property which you are familiar about, that is anisotropy. This is very much important here. Crystalline solids are anisotropic in nature. Anisotropic means they have the different arrangements of particles along the different directions. डिफरेंट डायरेक्शन में उनके पार्टिकल्स का जो अरेंजमेंट्स होता है वो डिफरेंट होता है. फॉर एग्जांपल, अलोंग द we can see here from A to B, there is along AB and CD, the arrangement of particle is different. A to B, the arrangement of particles is this one, whereas from C to D, the arrangement of particle is this. So they have the different arrangement of particles along different direction. So therefore we can say that crystalline solids are anisotropic in nature. So this property is known as anisotropy, whereas your amorphous solids, they are isotropic in nature, क्योंकि उनके जो particles का arrangement है different directions में वो different नहीं होता है, वो same होता है, वो different नहीं होता है. So that is, they are not anisotropic but they are isotropic. Amorphous solids are called pseudosolids. उनको pseudosolids बोलते हैं. और supercooled liquids because reason being because they have the ability to tendency to flow. Although this tendency is very slow, वो tendency बहुत slow होती है, but due to their tendency very slow tendency to flow, they are called pseudosolids or supercooled liquids. Glass pane fixed to windows or doors of the old buildings are invariably found to be slightly thicker. आप पुरानी बिल्डिंग्स देखते होंगे जो काफ़ी साल पुरानी बिल्डिंग्स है. When you see, जब आप उनको ऑब्जर्व करते हैं तो उनके जो ग्लास पेन्स हैं या जो पेन्स जो आपके डोर्स में लगे होते हैं वो स्लाइटली थिकर होते हैं बॉटम से. Again, due to the same reason, because glass flows down very slowly and makes the bottom portion slightly thicker. When we talk about the examples, another example of amorphous silicon, this is one of the best photovoltaic material level for the conversion of sunlight into electricity. Sunlight से conversion, electricity में conversion के लिए photovoltaic जो आपका material है, photovoltaic cells में जो material use होता है, that is amorphous silicon. So therefore we have the different properties. On the basis of these different properties we can distinguish clearly between the crystalline and amorphous solids. Shape, जैसे हमने पहले पढ़ा, crystalline solids have definite characteristics and geometrical shape. इनकी जो shape होती है definite characteristics होती है और geometrical, that is definite geometrical shape होती है. और जबकि amorphous solids जो है they have the irregular shape. उनकी जो shape होती है वो regular होती है. Melting point, crystalline solid जो है that melt at a sharp and characteristic temperature, very sharp. For example, कोई हमारे पास crystalline solid है, अगर उसका melting point 132 है तो 132 डिग्री पे, sharp 132 पे वो melt होगा. जबकि amorphous solid जो है the gradually soften, वो gradually soften होते हैं over range of the temperature. वो धीरे धीरे पहले soft होंगे, धीरे धीरे करके वो उसके बाद वो मेल्ट करेंगे. क्लीवेज प्रॉपर्टी, जिसे मैंने पहले बताया, क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड व्हेन कट विद ए शार्प एज टूल दे स्प्लिट इनटू 2 पीसेस एंड द न्यूली जनरेटेड सरफेसेस आर प्लेन एंड स्मूथ. तो जो नए सरफेस होंगे वो प्लेन और स्मूथ होंगे. जबकि अमॉर्फस सॉलिड्स में व्हेन कट विद शार्प एज टूल दे कट इनटू 2 पीसेस विद इरेगुलर सरफेसेस. उनके इरेगुलर सरफेसेस के साथ वो हमें दिखेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल रबर, आप छोटी क्लास में थे जब आपके पास रबर होता था या इरेजर होता था, उसको कट करते थे तो जब कट करने के बाद जो सरफेसेस आते थे वो रेगुलर होते थे. बिकॉज रीजन बीइंग दैट इज अमॉर्फस सॉलिड. हीट ऑफ फ्यूजन, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ हीट ऑफ फ्यूजन क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड्स दे हैव द डेफिनेट एंड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक हीट ऑफ फ्यूजन, whereas amorphous they don't have the definite heat of fusion. Anisotropy, जैसे हमने पढ़ा, crystalline solids are anisotropic in nature and amorphous solids are isotropic in nature. Crystalline solids are true solids. For example, हम सोडियम क्लोराइड की बात करते हैं या डायमंड्स की बात करते हैं या कॉपर की बात करते हैं या आयरन की बात करते हैं, they are true solids. जबकि amorphous solids they are pseudo solids और super cooled liquids. जैसे ग्लास पेन्स है या रबर है या प्लास्टिक है, सो दे आर pseudo solids और super cooled liquids. ऑर्डर के बारे में हमने पहले बात कर ली, ऑर्डर इन द अरेंजमेंट और ऑफ कंस्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स. सो दे हैव लॉन्ग रेंज ऑर्डर, हमने पहले ही बात की, दे हैव लॉन्ग रेंज ऑर्डर. दिस इज रिगार्डिंग योर क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड्स. जबकि अमॉर्फस सॉलिड्स में दे हैव शॉर्ट रेंज ऑर्डर्स. एग्जांपल्स मैंने पहले ही डिस्कस कर लिए, जैसे क्वार्ट्स, डायमंड्स एक्सेट्रा, दीज आर द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ योर क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड. या सोडियम क्लोराइड, सीजियम क्लोराइड, विच में भी कॉपर, आयरन, जो भी हम देखते हैं क्रिस्टलाइन सॉलिड्स. और अमॉर्फस मीन्स फॉर एग्जांपल ग्लास, रबर, प्लास्टिक, दे आर द एग्जांपल ऑफ अमॉर्फस सॉलिड. So this whole is the classification of the solids, and there is crystalline into amorphous solids, and then further the distinguish between the crystallines and amorphous solids. So इससे CBSE एग्ज़ाम में पेपर या CBSE एग्ज़ाम में पेपर में आपका क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि write any 3 difference between the crystalline and amorphous solids, or on the basis of any property which we have discussed here. After that, next one is the classification of solids. So classification of solids में crystalline solids can be classified on the basis of nature of intermolecular forces operating on them, and them into 4 categories. They may be metallic solids, molecular solids, ionic solids, or covalent or network solids. Different properties of 4 types of solids. All these properties are given here. First of all, we'll talk about your molecular solids. Molecular solids are further classified into 3 types: non-polar, polar, and hydrogen bonded. In all these types of your molecular solids, the constituent particles are molecules, and the bonding or attractive forces are dispersion or London forces, dipole-dipole interactions, and hydrogen bonding. Particularly for example, for non-polar, the attractive forces or bonding forces are London dispersion forces. For polar, The dipole-dipole interactions for hydrogen bond in molecular solids, naturally the hydrogen bonding is there. Examples, non-polar, meaning argon, carbon tetrachloride. It can be hydrogen, iodine, carbon dioxide. Polar में example HCl, SO2 you can take. Hydrogen bonded में आप ice का ले सकते हो, H2 hydrogen bonding के कारण. Non-polar solids, when we see the physical properties, non-polar are soft, polar are also soft, and hydrogen bonded are very hard. Electrical conductivity, molecular solids, all the molecular solids are insulator in nature. Their melting point, molecular solids in non-polar very low, polar में low, and hydrogen bonded they have also low melting point. Ionic solids, the constituent particles are ions. The bonding attractions या forces, क्योंकि ions हैं तो उनके बीच में कोलम्बिक और इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्सेस होंगी. एग्जाम्पल आप सोडियम क्लोराइड का दे सकते हैं, मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड, जिंक सल्फाइड, कैल्शियम फ्लोराइड का दे सकते हैं. फिजिकल नेचर में आयनिक सॉलिड्स हैं और इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्सेस ऑफ इंट्रैक्शंस है, दे आर वेरी स्ट्रांग, सो दैट्स व्हाई दे आर हार्ड बट ब्रिटल. Conductivity, they are insulated in solid state but conductors in molten state and aqueous state. Molten और aqueous state में they conduct electricity. For example, we can take the example of sodium chloride. तो सोडियम क्लोराइड जब सॉलिड में हम बात करते हैं तो सॉलिड में इट इज नॉन कंडक्टर, इट इज इंसुलेटर. लेकिन जैसे ही मॉल्टन स्टेट में आता है इट कंडक्ट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. या थोड़ा सा भी आप सोडियम क्लोराइड, व्हेन यू टेक द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ सोडियम क्लोराइड इन वाटर, एक्वा सॉल्यूशन आप बनाते हैं तो इट कंडक्ट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. मेल्टिंग पॉइंट आयंस हैं तो नेचुरली मेल्टिंग पॉइंट हाई होगा बिकॉज आप कंस्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स आयंस हैं. मेटेलिक सॉलिड्स, so constituent particles are positive ions in a sea of delocalized electrons. Bonding or attractive forces are metallic bonding. Examples, for example, iron, copper, silver, magnesium. जो भी आपके पास different metals हैं metallic bonding होती है, they are metallic solids. Hard, physical nature में hard but malleable and ductile. Electrical conductivity when we see, so they are conductor in solid as well as in molten state. चाहे solid state हो चाहे molten state हो, दोनों में they are electric, they have the electrical conductivity, they are good conductor of electricity. Melting point very high because metallic bonding is there. Covalent or network solids, constituent particle atoms, and bonding forces are covalent bonding, and examples are silicon dioxide, for example quartz, silicon carbide, or carbon in diamond form. They are, for example, if these all are, they have the physical natures are hard, whereas graphite it is soft. Electrical conductivity when we talk, these are insulators, whereas graphite के केस में वो conductor है, and melting point is very high. So this is all about the classifications of solid. Diamond, structure of diamond and graphite you have studied in lower classes. Next are the in-text questions. When we talk about the in-text questions, first question is in your book, that is 1.1. Why are solid rigids? तो अभी उन्हें पढ़ा. Solid rigids क्यों होते हैं? Because the constituent particles in solids have fixed position and can oscillate about their main position, hence they are rigid. Why do solids have definite volume? The constituent particles of a solid have fixed positions and are not free to move about. That's why they possess rigidity. क्योंकि they have fixed positions and they are not free to move, इसलिए they are rigid, and that's why they have definite volume. 1.3, classify the following as amorphous or crystalline solids. These all are given to you. तो इसमें आपका बेंजोइक एसिड, पोटेशियम नाइट्रेट, कॉपर क्रिस्टलाइंस हैं, और अमॉर्फस में आपका पॉलीयूरेथीन, टेफ्लॉन, सेलोफेन, पीवीसी एंड फाइबर ग्लास अमॉर्फस है. Why is glass considered super cooled liquid? अभी हमने थोड़ी देर पहले पढ़ा था. Because it is an amorphous solids, so like liquid they have tendency to flow, though very slowly. This can be seen from the glass panes or windows or doors of very old buildings which are thicker at the bottom than at the top. Therefore, glass is considered as super cooled liquid. Refractive index of solid is observed to have the same value along all directions and comment on the nature of the solid. So as the solids have same value of refractive index along all the directions, so क्योंकि सारे डायरेक्शन में रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स सेम है, इट मीन्स वो आइसोट्रोपिक है, एंड आइसोट्रोपिक है तो वो क्रिस्टलाइन ना होके क्या है, अमॉर्फस है. So because amorphous solid है, so it will not show a clean cleavage, and when it cut, it will break into pieces with irregular surfaces. Classify the following solid in different categories based on the nature of intermolecular forces operating in them. It's a potassium sulfate, tin, dissolve. तो ये अभी हमने डिफरेंट सॉलिड्स के बारे में पढ़ा, डिफरेंट एग्जाम्पल के बारे में पढ़ा. तो पोटाशियम सल्फेट आपका आयनिक है, टिन आपका मेटेलिक है, बेंजीन मॉलिक्यूलर है और मॉलिक्यूलर में भी नॉन पोलर है, यूरिया मॉलिक्यूलर है और पोलर है, अमोनिया मॉलिक्यूलर है और उसमें हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग भी है, वाटर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डेड मॉलिक्यूलर, आइस हम अभी भी डिस्कस किया, जिंक सल्फाइड आयनिक ग्रेफाइड या कोवलेंट, ये आपका मेटेलिक आर्गन जो है, रुबिडियम जो है मॉलिक्यूलर नॉन पोलर है, सिलिकॉन कार्बाइड कोवलेंट है. 1.7 solid A is very hard electrical insulators in solid as well as in molten state and melts at extremely high temperature. What type of solid is this? So it is equivalent of natural solid. Ionic solid conduct electricity in molten state but not in solid state. Explain. अभी भी डिस्कस किया हमने. Because solid state में ion cannot move and they are held by strong electrostatic forces of attraction. So ionic solids do not conduct electricity in solid state. However, in molten state, they dissociate to give free ions. अब जब free ions होंगे तो naturally movement होगी. That's why they will conduct electricity. What type of solids are electric conductors, malleable and ductile? Naturally, आपका metallic solids है. Give the ये आप अभी हम इसके बाद पढ़ेंगे. And this is all about your in-text question from 1.1 to 1.9. So I hope you all are well. Due to this coronavirus, stay at home, do the study, take care of yourself, and thank you very much for this lecture. Thank you.